In this video, I'm going to show you how to stay on budget and never overspend again with the Fudget desktop app. Fudget lets you stay on budget easily, whether it's your monthly budget, a budget for a one-off event such as a wedding, or even a quick budget while you're at the grocery store. And in this video, I'll show you how to handle all three of these scenarios. Fudget is free to download. Just head over to fudget.com right now and download it for iOS, Android, Mac, and Windows for free. The most common use for Fudget is to handle your monthly budgeting, to make sure you never overspend from month to month. It can also be used for weekly or bi-weekly budgeting, but here we'll focus on monthly. So let's say it's the end of July and you want to create a budget for August. Just click on this Add Budget button and enter a name for your budget. Let's enter August, and if dollar is not your currency symbol, you can choose a different one. Then to create the budget, just click on Create. To open the budget, just click on it. What you want to do now is add all of your income and expenses for August. Let's add your income first. To add an income entry, just click on this Add Income button and enter a name. Let's enter salary, and you can either hit Tab on your keyboard or click into this amount field to add the amount. So let's say your salary is $2,000. You can also add the date that you'll receive this money if you like by clicking on this date field. And let's choose the 1st of August. Or if you're not interested in dates, you can just hide this date column completely. Just click on the menu button and uncheck this Show Date Column checkbox. Let's add another income entry. And if you hover over this Add Income button, you can actually see a keyboard shortcut to make it quicker for you to add entries. And you can also see the keyboard shortcut in the Entries menu. So I'm going to hit Shift, Command, and Enter on the keyboard. And let's say you have some rental income coming in. I'm going to hit Tab to jump to the amount field, and you can just type in amounts with the keyboard, or you can show a number pad by clicking on this icon or pressing the keyboard shortcut, which is C. Let's enter 500. Now let's add your expenses for August. Just click on this Add Expense button, or again you can use the keyboard shortcut if you like. Let's say you have some rent coming out, and this is $1,000. Let's add your groceries. And let's say you estimate you'll spend $500 on groceries, and you also estimate that you will spend $200 on gas, and you have your phone, which is a fixed cost of $100. So you've finished adding all of your expected income and expenses for August, and if you look down in this balance area, you can see you still have $700 remaining. To make sure you don't overspend, you could put some of this money aside for spending money and only spend that money during August. So let's add another expense entry, and you could call this spending money. Let's set the amount to $500. And you could either take this money out as cash and only spend that cash, or put it in a separate account and then only spend the money that's in that account. And as long as you stick to that, you shouldn't overspend, especially as you've left this little buffer of $200 for any unexpected expenses. But let's say during the month you need to pay for a car repair. Let's add an expense for that. And let's say that was $100. And because you left that little buffer, you're still okay and you still have $100 to play with. So let's say it's now the end of August, and because of Fudget, you didn't overspend and you're feeling all happy inside. So now you want to set up your budget for September, and you really don't want to type out all of these entries again. So what you can do is star the entries that you want to repeat. And to star an entry, you can either click and drag an item left and click on star, or, which is a little bit easier on desktop, you can just right click and click on star. And you can see this little star icon appears. So let's do the same for rental income. I'll right click, click on star, and we can star the rest of these more quickly. Just click on the menu button, click on select multiple items, and then check all of the items that you want to star. So we'll star rent, groceries, gas, phone, and spending money. We won't check car repair as that was a one-time expense. Now you can just click on star. And now you can create your September budget and add all of these starred entries straight away. So over on the left, just click on Add Budget and enter September. And this time we want to check this Add Starred Items option. And if you're keeping track of dates for your entries, you can also choose to increase all the dates by 1 month, 2 weeks, 1 week, or don't increase. And you're budgeting monthly here, so let's leave this on 1 month and click on Create. Just click on the budget to open it, and you can see all of your starred entries have been added. Your September budget is good to go, and you can just repeat this process every month so that you never overspend. And if you show the date column again, you can see that the date that we added for the salary has been increased by 1 month. Now, some of these expenses are not fixed, such as groceries and gas. And I'll cover how to handle these types of expenses using partials in part 3 of this series. Now, if you would prefer to do weekly budgets, then instead of naming your budgets by the month, you could simply create budgets with names such as August the 1st to August the 7th, and then follow exactly the same process, but on a weekly basis. Let's see how you could use Fudget to budget for an event or project. So let's say you have a wedding coming up and you have a fixed budget. Let's click on Add Budget and we'll create a budget called Wedding. And you don't want to add your starred items, so let's uncheck that and click on Create. Click on it to open it. Let's say your budget for the wedding is $3,000. You could add this as an income entry. Just click on Add Income and you could call this Budget. Set that to $3,000. So you've already got some quotes for the things that you're going to need, and you could add these as expenses. So let's say you're looking at a venue, which is $1,000, and you're looking at some decorations, which are $500. You found a DJ who is charging $1,000, and you found a wedding dress, which is $1,000. Now, if you look at the balance down at the bottom here, you can see that you've gone over budget by $500. So let's say you can't change the cost of the decorations or the wedding dress, but you shop around and you find a cheaper venue of $750, and you find a cheaper DJ who is also charging $750. Your balance is now zero and you're right on budget for the wedding. You can also use Fudget to keep track of spending in real time, such as when you're ordering takeout, or if you're at the grocery store and you want to keep track of the cost of everything in your basket. Now, this is something you would probably do on the Fudget mobile app and not on Fudget desktop, but I'll demonstrate this here anyway in case you're using the mobile app as well. So let's say you're in the grocery store and you don't want to spend more than $20. You could create a new budget and call it groceries. Let's open the budget, add an income entry, and let's call this budget. And because we've already typed this word, you can see it in the autocomplete. So you can either just click on this or use the arrow keys on the keyboard to select it and hit enter. So the budget is going to be $20. And as you walk around the store and put items in your basket, you can add these as expenses. So let's say you grab some apples for $5, and you grab some oranges, which are also $5. You grab some pizzas for $10, and you grab some potato chips, which are $2.50. If you look at the balance area, you can see you're overspending a little bit. So with a sad face, you remove the potato chips from your basket and delete the entry by right-clicking and clicking delete. Your balance is now zero and you're right on budget and ready to check out. Fudget comes with many advanced features which can really help you out. You can reorder your budgets and entries. You can mark your entries as paid. You can carry over the balance from one budget to another. You can add notes to entries. You can view charts of your budgets. You can search and filter your entries. You can see a running balance of your entries, and much more. Let's cover these advanced features in the next video.